All right, guys, you are doing awesome. Keep going as we're going through these 21 days of prayer. In fact, today we are in day 11, and as we are focusing on reordering our priorities and putting God's priorities first, we're going to find ourselves today in a place that might be a little uncomfortable for you at first. In fact, this one's hard for me because I like to be a guy who's in control, and I like to control some things. And so today's prayer is a prayer of surrender, where we just take the control that we like to hold on to and we hand it over to God because He can handle it better than us. In fact, there are things in our lives, let's just be honest, we can't change them. There's circumstances that are uncontrollable. There are people in our lives that are just uncooperative. There's unexplainable pain that we're going through. And you may look for solutions and explanations. You may want to fix it, but the pathway to peace is to surrender control over to God. In fact, God says, "Be still and know that I am God." That's from Psalm 46, verse 10. And when we choose to let go of our control and give it over to God, you remove the pressure from yourself to figure it all out on your own. We get to just, hey, God, you got this. You got this, God. This is a step towards the peace that Jesus promises us. So one of my favorite verses is that our Ridge kids actually just memorized. In fact, my son, he goes around and says this in our house. I would encourage you to memorize this as well. This is Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 6, where it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him." And get this, He's going to make your paths straight. And so what we want to do is we want to submit or surrender. Even if God's way doesn't make sense at first, what we want to do is we want to lean on Him and not our own understanding. And so the application that I have for you is I just want you to ask yourself a series of questions today as you pray to God. First, I want you to ask yourself, what is it that you're afraid of? Because we want to control it because of fear. And so what is it that you're afraid of? What is it that you are really worried about? What decision are you making? And are you willing to choose to trust God and ask Him for guidance with that decision? All right, go ahead and do that, and we'll see you tomorrow.